Good morning, Cullman. Thank you for joining us on Cullman Today. I'm your host, Annabelle Howes, filling in for Christine Wiggins, and today is Monday, May 12th. Coming up on Cullman Today, the Trimble Volunteer Fire Department is calling for more volunteers as staffing shortages grow. 4 new principals are named in Cullman County Schools, and 2 candidates enter the race for Cullman City School Board. All of this plus sports, weather, and more. Now, let's take a closer look at the top stories happening in Cullman today. Two candidates have officially entered the race for the Cullman City Board of Education ahead of the upcoming municipal election on Tuesday, August 26th. David Wiggins is running for place 2. Wiggins is a career educator and former principal of East Elementary School. He says his decision to run comes from a continued calling to serve the students, parents, and teachers of the Cullman school system. He's pledging to focus on school safety, academic preparedness, and fiscal responsibility. Amy Wood is seeking place 4 on the board. A Cullman High School graduate and longtime community volunteer, Wood brings nearly 3 decades of business experience through her family's company, Cullman Cabinet and Supply. She's especially passionate about advocating for students with special needs and supporting growth in school facilities. Wood is also involved with several local organizations, including the Cullman Regional Foundation and the Cullman City Schools Foundation. The Cullman County Sheriff's Office is asking for your help to identify a suspect connected to a burglary in the Crane Hill area. Investigators have released an image of a distinctive tattoo linked to the individual they're trying to identify. If you recognize this tattoo or have any information that could help, you're asked to contact investigator Christian Livingston at 256-735-2765. If it's after hours or on the weekend, you can call the main line at 256-734-0342. The Sheriff's Office thanks the community for their ongoing support and cooperation. 4 schools in Cullman County will be welcoming new principals this summer. Superintendent Dr. Shane Barnett has announced leadership changes at Good Hope Primary, Holly Pond Middle, West Point Elementary, and Vinemont Middle School. Ashley Uhrig has been recommended as the next principal of Good Hope Primary School. Uhrig has served the Good Hope community for 12 years, most recently as assistant principal. She brings experience as a classroom teacher, reading specialist, and administrator. Uhrig says she's honored to continue serving the Rader family. Danny Weaver will step in as the principal of the newly reestablished Holly Pond Middle School, now operating independently from the K-8 campus due to enrollment growth. Weaver, who currently serves as assistant principal, says he's proud to lead a school where community support runs deep. At West Point Elementary, Shannon Anderson has been named the next principal. Anderson brings over 2 decades of experience and has served as assistant principal at West Point High for the past 2 years. She says she looks forward to creating a safe and inspiring learning environment where every student can thrive. And finally, Todd Johnson will take over as principal at Vinemont Middle School following the promotion of Kyle Chambly. Johnson is a familiar face in the Vinemont community, having worked in the school system for more than 20 years. He says he's excited to continue serving students, parents, and teachers in his new role. All 4 principals will officially begin their new positions on July 1st, pending board approval. Those are the top stories happening in Cullman today. Coming up, number 3 Addison falls to number 2 Hackleburg in 1A semifinals. Sports is next.
I'm Lieutenant Chad Whaley with the Cullman County Sheriff's Office, and it's my pleasure to announce 2 upcoming firearm familiarization classes that we'll be hosting for the general public. With springtime here and summer quickly approaching, we know just how valuable everybody's time is. Because of that, we've decided to offer 2 trainings. The first will take place on May 20th. The second will be the following Thursday on May 29th. Both classes will take place from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at our shooting range, which is located off of County Road 122. Spots will be limited, so we do ask that you register. In order to register, you can simply email me at cwhaley@cullmansheriff.org. You will receive one-on-one instruction from our deputies and firearms instructors that will teach you how to safely and effectively use and care for your firearms. From the Cullman County Sheriff's Office, we just want to say thank you for continuing to make Cullman County special, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Welcome back. Addison's playoff run came to an end Thursday night in a tough semifinal matchup at Hackleburg. Here's how it all played out. Addison handled Lynn in round 3, and they were back on the field for a highly ranked battle at Hackleburg Thursday night, competing in the Class 1A semifinals for the first time since 1995. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs' stellar playoff run ended there with a pair of losses to the Panthers. Judd Wilkins led off Game 1 with a single, and later in the inning, Lane Stewart lined an RBI single to the right field to plate Wilkins and give Addison a 1-0 lead. However, Hackleburg responded with 3 runs in the bottom half of the inning to take a 3-1 lead into the second. Both teams were scoreless in the second and third innings, but the Panthers added 3 more runs in the bottom of the fourth to stretch the lead to 6-1. Back-to-back singles from Tucker Thompson and Stone Talley put runners on the corners in the top of the fifth. A sacrifice fly from Stewart allowed Thompson to score and cut the lead to 6-2, but Hackleburg answered with 2 more runs in the bottom half of the fifth to make it an 8-2 game going into the sixth. The Bulldogs were unable to chip away any more in the final 2 innings, and the Panthers took Game 1 8-2. Stewart recorded a pair of RBIs in the loss, and Talley posted a pair of hits. Wilkins, Thompson, and Carter Pratt each added a hit as well. In Game 2, the Panthers plated 1 run in the top of the first to take an early lead, and they added 2 more runs in the top of the second to make it a 3-0 game. Hackleburg kept the momentum going in the top of the third, tacking on 9 more runs to move in front 12-0. Judd Wilkins launched a solo home run over the left field wall to trim the lead to 12-1 in the bottom of the third, after the Panthers scored another run to pull ahead 13-1. Addison was able to load the bases in the bottom of the fourth but couldn't bring any of the runners home, and Hackleburg maintained a 12-run lead. After Wilkins lined a single to left field, Stone Talley blasted a 2-run home run in the bottom of the fifth to make it a 13-3 game. However, the Bulldogs were unable to score enough to extend the game, and their season came to an end with a 13-3 loss. Wilkins finished with 2 hits and an RBI in the loss, and Talley drove in a pair of RBIs. Tucker Thompson, Lane Stewart, Kyle Lake, and Caden Dyson each added a hit as well. And that wraps up sports for today. After the break, we'll bring you 4 quick stories, including free community makeup class in Hanceville and local celebration of the new Pope. Welcome back. Now it's time to speed things up with a news rundown. 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Two standout Hanceville students are heading to Boys State and Girls State this year, representing Wallace State Community College's Fast Track program. Giovanni Robles Martinez and Brooke Brannon, both students at Hanceville High and Wallace State, have been selected for the honor, which recognizes academic excellence, leadership, and community service. Robles Martinez is on track to graduate with both his high school diploma and an associate degree by 2026. He holds a 3.85 GPA and is active in band, math team, and several honor societies. He also volunteers, serves on a young professionals board, and is bilingual in Spanish and English. Brannon, a junior, also maintains an impressive 3.8 GPA and has logged over 90 hours of community service. She's been recognized in local science fairs, holds leadership roles in student organizations, and even works part-time, all while serving as Hanceville High's mascot. Both students will attend the American Legion's Boys and Girls State programs, which give high schoolers hands-on experience in government leadership and civic responsibility. Congratulations to Giovanni and Brooke for representing Hanceville and Wallace State with excellence. History was made last Thursday as the Vatican announced the election of a new pope, and for the first time ever, he's from the United States. Pope Leo XIV, formerly Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, is an Augustinian friar from Chicago. He becomes the new head of the Roman Catholic Church following years of service in Peru, and most recently as the head of the Vatican's dicastery for bishops. With a blend of conservative and progressive views, Vatican observers describe Pope Leo as a happy medium between his predecessors, Pope Benedict XVI and Pope Francis. Here in Cullman, Catholic leaders joined the global church in celebration. Father Linus Klixardis, prior of St. Bernard Abbey and incoming pastor at Sacred Heart of Jesus Church, told the Tribune that the monks are joining the entire church with great joy and invited the community to pray for their new Holy Father. The Diocese of Birmingham also shared a message saying Bishop Reka invites all in the diocese to pray for Pope Leo as he begins his sacred mission. The Trimble Volunteer Fire Department is asking for support as rural staffing shortages grow. The report takes a closer look at how they're stepping up and how you can get involved. Volunteer fire departments across Cullman County play a critical role in protecting rural communities, but they're facing serious challenges. With limited funding and resources, Cullman County's volunteer fire departments are made up of everyday citizens stepping up to serve their neighbors. In areas like Trimble, staffing shortages, especially during weekday hours, make emergency response difficult. Most volunteers work full-time jobs, leaving many departments struggling to cover calls. Beyond personnel, these departments face barriers in accessing training, updating equipment, and maintaining facilities. The department in Trimble has become a hub for firefighter training, helping departments across the county meet state certification requirements. Though fire calls do happen, the majority of emergencies are medical, requiring volunteers to be certified in CPR and first aid. Some even hold advanced medical credentials and respond to lake rescues, structure fires, and everything in between. The Trimble team also operates a dive unit to assist with water-related emergencies on Smith Lake. With only 10 active members and just a handful trained in emergency medical care, Trimble's department is seeking more volunteers to fill a wide range of roles, from operating fire trucks and pumps to assisting medics or simply supporting on-scene rehab. They're also asking for help around the station as they work to build new living quarters and break rooms. Anyone interested in lending a hand can visit their local fire department, especially during monthly meetings or evening training sessions. From firefighting to fixing up the station, every skill and set of hands makes a difference in keeping Cullman County safe. This has been Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today. If you're looking to refresh your skincare routine or pick up some new makeup tips, mark your calendar for Thursday, May 15th. The Shirley Burden Public Library in Hanceville is offering a free makeup class starting at 4 p.m. The session will be led by Faith Hirschberger, a Hanceville resident, Mary Kay beauty consultant, and part-time commercial pilot. She'll walk participants through proper skincare routines and demonstrate classy, age-appropriate makeup techniques. Hirschberger will also provide guidance tailored to each person's face shape, and attendees don't need to bring anything, just show up ready to learn. Branch manager Teresa Rivera says the event is designed for all ages, from seniors to teens, and is a fun way to build confidence and care for your skin. And that's your 4 stories in under 4 minutes. Now for a quick break before we look at the weather ahead and pay our respects with obituaries. I'll be right back after this quick message. Let's take a moment to pause and pay our respects to those who lost their lives this week as we turn to obituaries. Mary Jo Waller, 75, passed away on Friday, May 9th. Funeral service will be held at Cullman Funeral Home on Thursday, May 15th. The family will receive friends from 3 to 4 p.m. with the service beginning at 4 p.m. Funeral services for Stephen Jeffrey Bird, 70 of Vinemont, will be held at 10 a.m. on Tuesday, May 13th at Hanceville Funeral Home Chapel. Burial will follow the service at Ebenezer Cemetery in West Point. The family will welcome friends for visitation today at Hanceville Funeral Home. Mary Will Lee Smith, 93 of Cullman, passed away on Friday, May 9th. Funeral service will be today at 2 p.m. at Cullman Funeral Home Chapel, with interment in Pilgrim's Rest Baptist Cemetery. The family will receive friends from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. before the service. Our thoughts and prayers go out to their friends and families. Now let's take a look at your weather forecast. Today, keep that umbrella close. We've got an 80% chance of showers and storms throughout the day, especially in the afternoon. Temperatures will reach a high near 76. Tonight, rain chances drop a bit, but there's still a chance of some lingering thunderstorms before about 4 a.m. Expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 60. Tomorrow, we're looking at another active weather day. Showers and storms are likely again, especially in the afternoon, with highs topping out around 76. Tuesday night, things finally start to calm down. Skies will be partly cloudy with lows in the 60s. That wraps up today's edition of Cullman Today. Thank you for sharing your morning with us, and remember to stay connected by following us on social media and visiting CullmanTribune.com for the latest from our community. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 6:30 a.m. I'm Annabelle Howes with Cullman Today. Have a great day, Cullman.